तो idioms and phrases में क्या होता है कि that we don't go with the literal meaning. हम literal meaning के साथ में नहीं जाते हैं कि भाई जो लिखा हुआ है सिंपल उसका मतलब है। idioms और phrases को हिंदी में कहा जाता है मुहावरे और लोकतियां, है ना? तो हम उनके हिसाब से जाते हैं। तो भाई चलिए, टू स्ट्रेन एवरी नर्व, हर नस पर दबाव डालना।
make utmost
Make the utmost
A, sir,
efforts.
A.
टू मेक utmost efforts,
Make utmost efforts.
to flog a dead horse,
Attempt to do the impossible.
Attempt to do the impossible.
waste one's efforts.
नहीं भाई, आप मरे हुए
Waste
घोड़े को
one
चाबुक
efforts.
आप मरे हुए घोड़े को चाबुक मार सकते हैं, इम्पॉसिबल एफर्ट्स नहीं होता वो। लेकिन मरे हुए घोड़े को चाबुक मारेंगे तो वो एफर्ट्स आपके वेस्ट हैं, क्योंकि वो उठ के चलेगा नहीं। तो इट इज वेस्ट वंस एफर्ट्स। वर्ड के पीछे की मीनिंग को देखो, टू शो अ क्लीन पेयर ऑफ हील्स, क्लीन पेयर ऑफ हील्स। एड़ियां दिखा रहा है बंदा अपनी, तो क्या कर रहा है?
To escape.
टू एस्केप, टू डाई इन हार्नेस,
To die while in service.
To die
टू
while
डाई
in
व्हाइल
service.
इन सर्विस, टू फेदर वंस नेस्ट। नेस्ट बन चुका है लेकिन फिर भी उसमें जबरदस्ती चीजें जोड़ी जा रही हैं।
To profit in a
Something that lasts for short time.
dishonest way.
To
ना,
profit in a
to
dishonest way.
profit in a dishonest way,
B, B.
to doctor the accounts। डॉक्टरिंग
Manipulate the
मतलब चीजों को बदलना, टू मैनिपुलेट द अकाउंट्स,
Manipulate the account.
मैनिपुलेट करना। डॉक्टरिंग मतलब मैनिपुलेटिंग। शी कुड नेवर मेजर अप टू हर पेरेंट्स एक्सपेक्टेशन,
Reach the
Reach the level.
Reach the level.
रीच द लेवल। द लिटिल गर्ल वाज विद हर flawless performance stole the show,
One
everybody's
everybody's
praise.
praise.
won everybody's praise। The thief was on good terms with the police,
was friend.
Followed the
Was
rules.
friend.
was friendly। John's offer of help was turned down by the police,
Refused.
Refused.
refused।
Accused.
कहाँ पहुंच गए? To be all at sea,
Lost and confused.
Lost and
stand
confused.
confused, to take to one's heels,
Run away.
run away, to bite the dust,
Repeat.
To fail.
to fail,
To fail.
a bolt from the blue,
Unexpected.
unexpected event, cold comfort,
Deception.
slight satisfaction. The reputed company is in the red due to the recession,
Losing money.
in danger.
In danger. In danger.
When the principal was entering the class, all my friends quietly disappeared, leaving me alone to face the music.
To bear the criticism.
Bear the
Bear the
criticism.
criticism.
The Kenyan team proved to be the dark horse in the ICC World Cup cricket.
An unexpected.
Unexpected winner. Having no arguments to defend his point, the speaker began to beat about the bush.
Speak in roundabout
In a round.
Speak in a roundabout manner. इधर-उधर की बातें. They were offered 6 months rent in lieu of notice to vacate the building.
In
In place of उसकी जगह. We know that he is the one responsible for the Discord, but as he is well connected, all we can do is send him to Coventry. Boycott him. The nobleman gave up the ghost.
Invited.
Died.
Dead.
A prime minister cannot ride roughshod over his ministerial colleagues for long.
Take for granted.
Take for granted.
To be high-handed with, जोर जबरदस्ती नहीं. He was down in the mouth as he was defeated in the elections.
Very depressed.
Very depressed.
Unable
Very
to
depressed.
speak. Unable to speak.
They say join the army to drink life to the lees.
To enjoy a life.
To have a life full of
To have a
adventure.
life full of
To
adventure.
have a life full of adventures. The car in the backyard is proving to be a white elephant.
Costly and useless
Costly and
possession.
useless possession.
बिल्कुल सही. He takes leave once in a blue moon.
Often.
Rarely.
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 The meeting has been put off indefinitely.
Cancelled.
Postpone.
Postponed.
Cancelled.
आगे के लिए बढ़ा दी गई. The rules of the deal are set forth in the brochure.
Stated.
Is stated in the brochure. She bought her new house for a song.
Very cheaply.
Very cheaply. Raju had given up doing exercise after surgery.
Stop.
Stop.
Stopped. The chairman tried to get his point across, but the members just wouldn't listen.
Make them
understand.
Make them understand. Ashok had all fair weather friends. अच्छे मौसम के साथी.
Sir, देखिए.
So is
Sliding
Friends who
late.
desert you in
Available friends.
difficulties.
Friends who desert you in difficult.
Since the company has lost a good deal of time and money, you will have to make good the loss.
Compensate for the loss.
Compensate for the loss. Minimize नहीं कर सकते. Already हो चुका है. A damp squib.
A disappointing result.
Disappointing result. In cold blood.
Angrily.
angrily.
Angrily नहीं. Cold blood होगा angrily. To take someone for a ride.
To deceive someone.
To
To deceive
disclose.
someone. किसी को झांसा देना. To move heaven and
To
earth.
disclose. To try everything possible.
To try everything possible.
To smell a rat.
Something suspicious.
To be suspicious.
Yes.
The possession of Jerusalem is a bone of contention between Israel and Palestine.
A subject of
Subject of dispute.
Subject of dispute. My friend turned a deaf ear to my tale of loss and refused to help me.
Paid no heed.
Paid no heed.
Paid no heed.
Year away. Helena was over head and ears in love with Demetrius.
Completely.
Gopi works by fits and starts.
In high spirit.
Fits or start. Fits मतलब दौरे पड़ना मतलब irregularly. Naresh Goyal had to stand on his feet very early in his life.
To be independent.
Independent. It is high time he came out of his shell.
Become more sociable.
More sociable. Every political party is at present playing to the gallery.
Befooling the common man.
Appeasing the masses. जो लोगों को देखना है वही दिखा रहे हैं. His blood ran cold when he heard his uncle was murdered. Bhai, please mute your mic. He was frightened. डर गया बंदा. This is so simple that even a man in the street can understand it.
Illiterate.
Ordinary.
Illiterate person क्यों होगा? Man in the street मतलब एक ordinary person, एक normal इंसान. When he went to claim insurance for his car, the agent said he hadn't a leg to stand on.
Did not have much hope of getting it.
Did not have much hope of getting it, and in the last to cast aspersions.
Raise aspirants.
To make unpleasant remarks. ठीक है? तो भाई हम बहुत सारी idioms of phrases जो हैं पिछली बार कर चुके थे. अराउंड 50 के करीब हमने idioms of phrases किए थे. आज भी कुछ करने की कोशिश करते हैं. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. On the roads.
Evident.
Anticipated, oh sorry, on the cards, on the roads बोल रहा हूँ मैं. Anticipated, expected. To turn over a new leaf.
To change for
Change
the
for the
better.
better.
Change for the
Change for
better.
the better. To keep up one's appearances.
Keep up one's appearances.
To keep up an outward show of prosperity. Off and on.
Repeatedly.
Occasionally.
Occasionally, kabhi kabhar. To take up with a grain of salt. To accept with
To take a
misgiving.
To act misgiving.
To talk through one's hat.
Talk softly.
टू टॉक नॉनसेंस. हेड के ऊपर हेड के अंदर कुछ नहीं होता है तो भाई वो खाली है. टू टॉक नॉनसेंस. इन्स एंड आउट्स.
Details and complexities.
बिल्कुल सही. द थीफ पास्ड हिमसेल्फ ऑफ एज अ टिकट एग्जामिनर.
Described himself.
Disguised himself. A brave soldier will never show the white feather in the face of his enemy.
Show signs of
show signs of
Show signs of
cowardice.
cowardice. The poor man moved from pillar to post to get him money.
from the
Went to
Tried his best. You have to be tactful in handling the sensitive matters rather than putting the cart before the horse. Tact.
tackling things in the wrong way.
No, sorry. Putting the cart before the horse. Tackling things in a wrong way. The boys cried with one voice that examination should be postponed.
loudly.
Unanimously, एक साथ. The scheme appears worthless at the first blush.
First sight.
First
First sight.
His pronunciation was so bad and his voice so low that the speech he made was all Greek to me.
Incomprehensible.
Incomprehensible. He looked blank when he was informed about her dismissal.
When he was
Puzzled and surprised.
Look blank मतलब होता है poker face मतलब was without any emotion.
was without any emotion.
That fellow trumped up a story.
That he looks so
Concocted मतलब
Translate.
बनाना,
Concocted.
हवा में बनाना.
Concocted.
Though he is not a scholar, he wins arguments because he has the gift of the gab.
Talent for speaking.
Talent for speaking.
Talent for speaking.
Speaking. The ATS set the bait to arrest the terrorists.
Hit the trap.
Let the trap.
I have decided to give it a shot.
Try something.
Try something.
Try something.
He turned a blind eye to his son's pranks.
Pretended not to
Pretended not to
Not
notice.
to notice. All his schemes to murder the king ended in smoke.
Came to nothing.
Came to
Came
nothing.
to nothing.
This fashion of long flowing skirts will run its course.
become
And
very
very
popular.
Run its course मतलब पूरी अपनी cycle पूरी करेगा. Develop and then come to its usual end. The police caught the thief red-handed.
At the time of committing.
At the time of committing the crime.
I was so disappointed when my close friend left me in the lurch.
Went away without waiting.
Abandoned me.
Abandoned me when I needed help. His position in the company was on the brink of disaster.
At the point of.
At the point of the car broke down just as it is reached the edge of a cliff. It was indeed a close shave.
Narrow escape.
Very risky.
Narrow escape from danger. The parents are in high spirits as their son has got a decent job.
Cheerful.
cheerful,
cheerful. When she realized that she had bought a fake product, she knew that her money had gone down the drain.
Was
Was
lost
lost.
forever.
Was
Was
lost.
lost forever.
Lost forever.
Even though the new clerk was given a difficult task, he remained cool as a cucumber.
Not nervous or
Not
emotional.
not nervous or
Some people do not grease anybody's palm on any account.
Bribe.
bribe,
Bribe.
Bribe.
Or flatter, sir.
I had to pull strings to put up a good show.
Use personal
Use
influence.
personal
Use personal
influence.
influence.
Your personal influence. You can easily overcome this situation if you keep your head.
Remain
Remain
calm.
calm.
Remain calm. It is clear that the ideas of both reformers reign in the same group.
move in harmony, moved in
Moved
harmony,
in harmony. This place offers the bird's eye view of the Green Valley below.
an overview,
An
A
overview.
beautiful view.
Overview. To foam at one's mouth. मुंह में पानी आना.
to salvate from seeing it.
To celebrate
So
or
salivate
celebrate. To feel like a fish out of water.
Uncomfortable.
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 At the 11th hour.
What,
Too late.
at the
At
last
the
moment,
last moment.
At last moment.
To burn one's fingers.
Suffer financial losses.
To suffer a nervous breakdown.
Financial losses. To add fuel to fire.
To incite.
to incite,
To incite. To bring to light.
to reveal,
Reveal.
to
To
reveal,
To
reveal.
reveal. To hit the jackpot.
to get an
to make money
to make money quickly,
To make money quickly. To burn the candle at both ends.
spend,
क्या दोनों तरफ से खर्च किया
To
जा
be
रहा है ना.
extravagant.
टू बी एक्स्ट्रा वैगेंट. स्टेटस को क्यों.
unchanged position.
Unchanged position. By fair means of foul.
In any way, honest or dishonest.
सही.
Or dishonest.
At once back and call.
To be useful to someone.
To be dominated by someone. किसी के बुलावे पे तुरंत चले जाना है ना. To explore every avenue.
To try every
To
opportunity.
try a
opportunity,
opportunity.
At red letter day.
danger,
Full day in one's
An important or joyful occasion in one's life. To have something up one's sleeve.
To have a secret plan.
बिल्कुल सही. On the spur of the moment.
To act deliberately.
To act at once. तुरंत act करना. When my friend was in Kolkata, he ran into an old friend at the theater.
Met accidentally.
Met accidentally.
plan to meet,
The news of the president's death spread like wildfire.
Spread rapidly.
spread rapidly,
Rapidly. Going abroad for a holiday was out of the question.
Impossible.
impossible,
Impossible. As a businessman, my father always maintained that his transaction constituted an open book.
straightforward and
straightforward,
Straightforward and honest dealing.
The project advanced by leaps and bounds.
Rapidly.
Rapidly.
She is too fond of her own voice.
very selfish.
love
Very
someone,
selfish.
Very talkative. Indian police is on the whole high-handed in dealing with the citizens.
Kind.
ओवरवेयरिंग काइंड तो नहीं है भाई।
सर ओवरबियरिंग मतलब
ओवरवेयरिंग मतलब जोर जबरदस्ती।
ओके
I take exception to your statement that I am bad tempered.
exception to your
Do not
statement.
agree.
Do not agree.
Objection उठाना।
Okay.
His speech fell short on the audience.
Had no
Had no effect.
Had no effect.
no effect.
The officer called for an explanation from the cashier for the shortage of cash.
So
Demand.
Demanded.
the notice.
Demanded. We wanted the gift to be a surprise for my mother, but my sister gave the game away.
Give out the
Gave
Give
out.
out the
Gave out the secret. The actress took cue from her brother and became successful.
Learn some help.
A hint.
Help.
A hint. Let us have a heart-to-heart talk to solve this problem.
Frank talk.
Frank
Good talk.
talk.
Frank, good talk.
To miss the bus.
to miss an
Miss an opportunity.
It's an
To miss an
opportunity.
opportunity. Birds of the same feather.
persons
Person of the
Persons
same
of same
Persons
character.
of same
character.
character.
To fight tooth and nail.
To make every possible effort.
बिल्कुल सही. To make every possible effort. To call a spade a spade.
To be frank.
To be
To be
frank.
frank. By putting two and two together. To deduce from given facts. To look down one's nose.
To show anger.
To regard with contempt. किसी को घृणा के साथ देखना. To shed crocodile tears.
To pretend grief.
To pretend grief.
Pretend grief.
Grief.
To call it a day.
To conclude proceedings.
To conclude proceedings.
Proceedings. To put up with.
Adjust. To
To
adjust.
Adjust.
To take to heart.
To grieve over.
To grieve over.
Grief over.
Yeoman service.
Excellent work.
Excellent work. To go scot free.
To escape without punishment.
To escape without
To
punishment.
escape.
To see rat. Get angry.
Get angry.
In the nick of time.
Precisely in the right time.
Right.
Precisely in the right time. So the stage has been set.
Platform for the meeting is
The
ready.
situation is
meeting.
conducive. Situation हमारे according सही है. On this side of the grave. In this world. A man who, while pretending to be your friend, sets a spy to watch your activities is indeed a snake in the grass.
Secret enemy.
Secret enemy. The audience was greatly impressed, though I spoke off the cuff.
Without
Without preparation.
After listening to the student's statement, the teacher had to eat her words.
Withdraw her words.
Withdraw her words. To lose ground.
To become less
To become less
To
popular.
become less powerful.
Less popular. भाई किसी के माइक में कोई ज्यादा इशू हो रहा है प्लीज म्यूट कर लीजिएगा. To make both ends meet.
To live within one's income.
To live within one's income. To fall back on.
To
To
seek
oppose
support
something.
out of necessity.
To seek support out of necessity. To make one's blood boil.
To make somebody
To make
furious.
somebody furious.
Make
She
them nervous.
decided that she would get this job by hook or by crook.
By
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 any
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 means.
by
By
any
any
means.
In a debate, no one is allowed to sit on the fence.
To relax
To insult
while others
To
speak.
insult a
To
speaker.
avoid taking
To
sides. आप
relax.
फेंस पर बैठे हैं ना, आप इधर जा रहे हैं ना उधर जा रहे हैं, है ना? The matter has been sorted out.
Resolve.
Resolve.
Resolved.
Resolve.
The soldiers carried out the orders of the general very effectively.
Right.
Execute.
Executed.
Executed.
They set off by car for Mumbai late in the evening.
Started.
Started.
Started. Okay.
Once his crime was discovered, he had no option but to come clean.
Confess to the
To
crime.
confess the
To
crime.
confess
To
to the
confess to
crime.
the crime. The employees were kept in the dark about the latest developments.
Informed. Was too
Were
late.
not
Were not
informed at all.
informed. Were not informed at all.
When things go wrong, everyone start passing the buck.
Prepare. Blame someone else. Blame
Blame
somebody
someone
else.
else. To keep the wolf away from the door.
To avoid a bad person.
To
To
avoid
avoid a
extreme
bad person.
poverty.
To avoid extreme.
To break the ice.
To commence
To commence
interaction.
an interaction.
Commence an interaction. Spick and span. Neat
Hardworking
and
team.
clean. The pros and cons.
Person against.
For or against.
Build
For
castles in
and
the air.
against. Daydream.
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 Sought after.
Pursued by.
In great demand. All at sea.
Overjoyed.
Puzzled.
Puzzle.
To hit below the belt.
To
To
attack
attack
unfairly.
unfairly.
Unfairly. To
To
attack
attack
unfairly.
unfairly. Potluck dinner.
Dinner where people eat and play games at the
Dinner
same
where
time.
people brings his food. Everybody brings his food. His friends beat up the boy to pay off old scores.
To take
To take
revenge.
Take
revenge.
revenge.
Take revenge.
Chintan is so innocent that he wears his heart on his sleeve. Expresses his feelings openly. Tagore was a man of
Expression his feeling
letters,
openly. An excellent letter.
proficient in
A great
literary art.
writer.
Letter.
In literary art.
The poor subordinates are made. One second. The poor subordinates are made scapegoats by their superiors,
Punished for the others' misdeeds.
punished for others' misdeeds.
Punished for others.
She was on the horns of a dilemma as she had either to leave her job or divorce her husband.
Difficult situation.
Difficult situation.
A difficult
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 situation.
situation.
situation. Brown study.
Practical advantage.
Deep in thought.
Deep in thought.
The young boy was kicking his heels in spite of his mother's stern warnings.
Passing a gesture of
Forced to wait.
disrespect.
She denied point blank her involvement in the crime
Directly.
Directly. Directly.
directly. It is hard to strike a bargain with a woman.
Negotiate a deal.
Negotiate.
Negotiate.
Finalize a deal. He took his father's advice to heart.
Seriously.
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 Can you give me a hand with this luggage?
Provide me, help me,
Help me with.
Help me with. Fling
help
away.
me.
To throw violently.
To throw
To
violently.
have an affair.
ना भाई, fling वाला fling नहीं है.
Sorry, sorry.
Stood by.
Stand by
Stand by someone.
Stand by someone.
Stand by
Adhere
someone.
close to adhere closely. Wink at.
To pretend not to see.
To pretend not to see. To be on the wane.
To
To
complain.
be diminishing. खत्म होना धीरे धीरे. To give a person the cold shoulder.
To treat coldly.
To treat
To
coldly.
be humble.
To treat coldly.
To get one's back up.
सर पिछले वाले का क्या था?
किसका?
To give support.
गिव शोल्डर वाले का.
To treat coldly.
168.
Treat
To get
coldly.
one's back up.
To give support.
हाँ नहीं. To become irritated or angry. To strike oil.
To have a lucky success.
To have lucky success. To talk shop.
To talk a lot.
To use phrases peculiar to one's employment. To draw a line.
To fix a limit.
To fix a
Fix a
To
limit.
fix the limit.
To fix
A
the
swan
limit.
song.
Melodious song.
Utterance
song.
statement made just before death or retirement. Knit one's brows. To frown, भय चढ़ाना, त्योरियां चढ़ाना. To plow the sands, रेत में खेती करना.
Busy oneself.
Himself in a
To
In an
busy
unprofitable
oneself in an
position.
unprofitable position.
To rip up old sores.
To reopen a quarrel.
To open
To
a
reopen
quarrel.
a quarrel.
To rate soundly.
to acquire habit
To
from
To
censor
censor strongly.
strongly. To be no spring chicken.
To be brave.
To be no
To be
longer
no
young.
longer young. To take to one's back.
To agree with someone.
To be
lie
very
in bed
attached
due
to
to
one's belongings.
illness. To stand on ceremony.
To celebrate an occasion in a grand way.
To insist on excessive formality. ठीक है, आज यहीं तक करेंगे, ज्यादा हो जाएगा फिर ये.